Ryan, my darling girl, there's something you should know. This gentleman, the one with the exceedingly foolish grin, is your father. Him, she says. I met him already in the park. It may take her a while to understand it all.
We got lots of time, don't we, huh? She'll get used to the idea. Huh?
She loves it already.
Hey, you want to show me your airplane act?
I don't recommend it at the moment. She just polished off a whole jar of lamb stew and some applesauce.
Okay. Hey, listen, your old man, he's got a lot to learn, huh? She really is terrific, isn't she, huh?
I think so.
You really are terrific. You bellissimo. You... Incredible. It's true.
What is?
Something Maeve told me a long time ago. She was trying to sell me on fatherhood long before Ryan was born.
What's that?
Well, she just pointed out that the baby would be my parents' grandchild, too. It's funny. I hardly remember him at all. But there's a part of him in her. Hey, Ryan, how you feel about that? You know, you're half Italian.
I assure you, I haven't kept it from her.
Well, I mean, how could you? Come on, anybody look at her. I mean, that's a finale, huh?
Oh, yeah, you think so? My family might disagree.
Well, what do you expect? I mean, she spent so much time around the Ryans. I mean, she's bound to look a little bit Irish, but when we get her home...
Oh, she'll grow dark, curly hair and develop a taste for Puccini.
I hope so. Oh, well, not the hair, but I mean, her hair is fine. But I would like to play my records for her. I like to give her the books that I like. I do, and I hope that she learns a little Italian. You know what I mean?
Of course I do.
It's incredible. She's so little, she doesn't know much yet.
You'd be surprised.
No, I mean, there's just so much ahead of her. Not that I'd force her into anything, but, I mean, she doesn't have to like what we like, but maybe if she saw it around, she might.
Could be.
Hey, could we take her down there tonight? I mean, with us to Weehawken Street?
I don't see why not. Huh? Sure.
But where will she sleep? I don't have a crib.
Well, for now, we could take a drawer out of Grandfather Ryan's chest and put some blankets in it. You do still have Grandfather Ryan's chest?
Yeah.
Fine. That should do it.
Hey, Ryan. Hey, would you like that? Huh? Listen, there's so many things I want to show you. Things I want to share with you. Huh?
I love you, Finelli.
Well, what do you want me to do? You want me to dance a little jig? You and the rest of them, I think, it's just fine and dandy. I happen to think it's a calamity.
John, there's your daughter feeling joy for the first time in months. Her husband's with her. The two of them loving their child. And here you are behaving like a bad-tempered schoolboy who didn't get his way.
Ah, but you got yours, didn't you, lady? You saw to that.
Sure.
Go on acting like this, you're going to lose her. And your granddaughter as well. It's going to be no more than you deserve, man.
That's what you think it is, Mary's choice?
It is.
Well, I don't happen to think it is Mary's choice. I never thought I'd see the day. You lock up one of our kids until they come around to your way of thinking?
That's not the way it happened.
Oh. Oh, no. I see. It's just nature taking its course. Is that it? Well, as far as I'm concerned, nature took its course the day that man walked out on her. How many months ago? Sweetheart, they never belonged together in the first place. He's given her nothing but grief.
Oh, is that what you call that beautiful child of theirs?
Maeve, he never wanted to give her a baby in the first place. I remember, if you don't, what went on around here when he found out she was pregnant.
He was half dead after an accident, John, and in pain. He was worried about his future, their future. It wasn't exactly the most propitious moment to discover he was going to become a father. John, please, when are you going to accept the fact that those two people love each other in a God-given way?
The fact is, they never would have got married in the first place if Frank and I hadn't found him and sobered him up and dragged him to the church. That's the biggest mistake I ever made.
Your biggest mistake is interfering in their lives every chance you get.
You're talking to me about interfering. Did I hear you correctly? I can't even venture an opinion, and you try to get away with a trick like this, dragging Finelli here, throwing him at her. She never had a chance to think it out.
Think. They've both done too much thinking. All I did was to give them a chance to face their feelings.
All right. 1 month, that's what I give it. 1 month before that man does something to make her miserable again. And when that happens, I only hope you're willing to take the responsibility.
John, that's an unthinking, unloving point of view, and I'm ashamed of you. There's no reason we can't believe that those two will get through their problems. They've been through enough.
That's my point, exactly.
What do you want? Mary has her husband, Ryan has her father.
And that's going to mean just a whole lot more trouble for all of us. And that lady is no more than you deserve.
I hate to tear you two apart, but I think she's wet, and
You want me to...
No, not this time, but very soon and a lot.
Oh.
Come on, Amy.
Yeah.
Let's go. We're gonna have fun.
That was fine. Maeve, you okay?
Oh, yes, I'm fine. It's just, it's all the excitement. I think they need me downstairs.
Where'd Maeve go?
Downstairs.
I'd like to have a word with you, Finelli.
You really are very lovely.
It's nice to hear that. It's been a while.
Well, now, that's outrageous. A woman as beautiful as you should be reminded every hour.
I'd never get anything done.
Is that so terrible?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Pleasant as this has been, I'm going to go back.
Why? Mr. Woodard will be asleep by now.
You're quite right. Besides, it was dismissed.
Relax. Can I get you some more foie gras?
Love it. Thank you. It's delicious.
It's from our local charcuterie.
Riverside is quite a neighborhood.
Yes, it has lots to offer.
Thank you.
I'm afraid that I'll have to disagree with you
How nice. What about?
about the necessity for compliments. I say that they increase one's efficiency.
Do you indeed?
Everyone needs appreciation, not just because you're attractive, if that happens to be good fortune, but for what you are and what you've accomplished.
If I sat around waiting for people to tell me I'm terrific,
You'd probably have to wait a long time. Not that you don't deserve it. But I'm afraid that's the price one pays for genuine accomplishment in life. Loneliness and a lot of distance.
Yes.
You know, people are either openly jealous or mean-minded, or they get so friendly that you can't trust them. You know, you wonder if they're getting close to you just because they hope some of the good stuff will rub off.
Mm-hmm. That's been my experience. But keeps you on your toes. Just every once in a while, I do get tired of it.
It's an exhausting posture. Come, put your feet up. You know, people have to come down and relax every once in a while.
Oh, yeah. Yes, indeed. Just not to be in command. Let go. Be yourself. It's dangerous.
Being yourself?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh, yes, it is.
Not when you're with a thoroughly loyal, very discreet, and loving friend.
Are they going to be missing you across the street?
I certainly hope so. It'll do 'em good for a change.
Good. Because I haven't got an intention in the world of letting you go.
And I have no intention of leaving.
That's nice.
Yeah, what is it?
Got a minute?
Not unless it's critical.
It's critical.
Come on in.
This week.
Station 52 now.
Sit down. Okay. Tell me what's critical.
Patrick and I were out on the floor making the rounds.
Last time for a while, huh?
Looks that way. Seneca, none of us want this to happen. You know that the information on those patients, all of it's not going to be on the charts.
The kind of stuff that we draw on when we're ordering treatments, the patient's background, orientation, psychological condition, that's mostly in our heads.
I'm aware of that. I think it's especially true of the patients in the wards. In private cases, they have a lot of family that they can draw on for sources of information.
So, if we're out on a strike line, a picket line tomorrow, there's going to be a whole lot of trouble.
Well, I assumed you fellas had figured all that out before you called for a strike.
Seneca, this isn't news. We're talking about a lousy situation for a whole lot of people.
And?
And we think it might be avoided if you could get the board to make some small concession.
We've been through that.
It's tossing a bone to rehire a couple of orderlies and aides. It'll spread too thin.
Oh, hold on, wait. That bone, as you call it, cost $175,000.
And the 130-hour work week and the revision of the disciplinary procedures are the critical issues here, and they must be concentrated upon.
Seneca, all we're asking is for some show of good intention on the part of the board.
So we can take something back. Anything back that we can say, They don't want a strike either. Look, they'll compromise. X, Y, Z, whatever.
You see, but the point is that they won't. Now, I have talked myself hoarse. The board has made a stand, and that is it.
Try it again.
What the hell do you think I've been doing? Why don't you try for a change, huh? You go to your pals at the House Association, you tell them to show their good intentions. You tell them that it's a lousy situation for everybody. Yes. I'll be right there. Excuse me, I'm needed on the floor.
Well, we shot our shot, and we got about what we expected.
Can't say we didn't try.
No, we did try. We'll see you on the picket line tomorrow. There's a press conference at 8 a.m. Patrick, can you get some sleep?
Yeah, I'm off now. I'm gonna go pick up Dee. You heard she's coming home today.
No, terrific, terrific. Can I offer a word to the wise?
I guess so. What is it?
No one person is responsible for another's mental condition. Not for a breakdown, not for a recovery. And at any time that we start thinking that, we're playing almighty.
I hear what you're saying. Delia still needs my help.
Of course she does, and that's fine up to a point, but your condition is still basically unchanged.
I'm aware of that.
You know, you're in a condition where you have a lot more pressures on you. You've got more pressures than ever before. Your career's on the line. You've got to take good care of yourself and let the pros handle Delia.
Well, I'm sure that she'll continue her therapy, but, Clem, that takes a lot of time.
Time you don't have. Time you should be spending developing yourself as a doctor. You've got to take good care of yourself.
Okay, well, thanks. I've got to go. She's going to be waiting for me, isn't she?
Patrick, yeah. Just don't take her out dancing tonight, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Next.
Okay, Johnny, what is it?
I'm not going to raise objections of my daughter, much too much for that. But I want you to know that I don't like it one bit.
Okay.
Yeah, well, as far as I'm concerned, it's one big mistake, and I give you 1 month, mister. 1 short month before you do something to hurt her again.
Look, Johnny, couldn't we just skip this?
No, we couldn't. I want you to know where I stand.
I think I do. But you don't see that things have changed.
Oh, have they? Ah, I see. The two of you spent 1 night together under highly unnatural conditions. And that's supposed to erase 2 years of misery? Huh?
Da, don't do this.
Sorry, darling. It's between your ex-husband and me.
No, it's not. I'm right in the middle where I've always been.
Mayor, why don't you let the two of us settle it?
Because this is our problem. Da, can't you see? Everything I wanted has happened. Everything I'd given up praying for. Jack and I have another chance.
I'm never sure you had one.
Well, we're sure. And this time we're going to make it work. We've already made every mistake in the book. Among them, not listening to each other and not respecting our differences.
Well, those differences still exist.
Well, sure, but we don't have to let them run the show.
Not if we won't let them. I mean it, Da. We just spent 24 hours straightening out the mess we made because for a change, we couldn't get away from it. From now on, we face things as they happen. And we're not going to let anything that spells trouble get in the way. Or anyone.
Fine. I hear what you're saying to me. But don't expect me to put on any act for you.
Oh, you don't have to. All you have to know is I mean it. I'm spoiled, you know.
You're not spoiled.
Oh, but I am. I've had something of a charmed life, Doc. You've given me all the essentials. Even when things were tight, I had good food and a roof over my head that didn't leak, and plenty of love from you.
We wanted more for you than that.
You also let me take chances when I needed to. And you let me learn and fail when it was good for me.
When it was good for you, yes.
So I grew up trusting myself because you trusted me.
I never stopped trusting you.
I think you did. Or you couldn't behave as if I don't know my own mind now.
You knew your own mind until your mother interfered.
If Mother and Frank and Tom and Faith hadn't planned this crazy trick, Finelli and I would have gone on our pig-headed ways and stayed miserable. I knew I needed Jack, but I wouldn't admit it. Ryan needs him, too. A girl needs her family. Especially her father. I'd hate to give up on mine.
But you would.
I would, Da. Don't make me.
What's the use?
I'm glad you can see that. Because that way we all have a chance. If we can stay loving and give each other room to breathe. Maybe Jack will find out how lucky he is to be a part of this family. And maybe you'll figure out how lucky we are to have him.
I only wanted your happiness.
And please, let me have it on my own terms.
Whatever you want.
Ah, you have to mean it from inside. Won't work otherwise.
All right. I'll try.
Spend breakfast in bed with SoapNet. Sleep in, curl up, and check out. With back-to-back episodes of One Tree Hill and Beverly Hills 90210. Breakfast in bed, 7 to 12 noon every Saturday and Sunday morning on SoapNet.